What's up, everyone? This is Adam Gillespie with Rancid and Sweaty Calves coming at you with yet another video, and today I'll be covering something in regards to a terrible person in Hollywood. Shocker! Who would have thought that there could be a terrible person coming from Hollywood? Everyone with two brain cells to rub together. That's who. Alec Baldwin blames late Helena Hutchins in fatal Rust shooting. Now, in case you guys don't know, Alec Baldwin shot someone on set of a movie which he was filming, and his response was, it was her fault for being there. If she wasn't there, I wouldn't have shot her. Now, it's ridiculous, and I'm actually surprised that New York Times is reporting on this, or New York Post is reporting on this, because a lot of their stuff is very liberal in regards to their beliefs. So the fact that they're not defending Alec Baldwin is kind of surprising. I would have honestly been more in tune with their ideology if they were to have just said, Alec Baldwin is totally right. He did nothing wrong. It's all her fault, because Alec Baldwin is a major liberal, and so is New York Post as an organization. It's kind of mind-blowing that there is something so significant that a leftist organization like New York Post is actually willing to put some effort into their writing and actually condemn a liberal for accidentally killing a person. Alec Baldwin filed legal papers Friday denying any responsibility for shooting dead Helena Hutchins, even blaming the late cinematographer for giving him the directions that led to the deadly accident. The 63-year-old actor insisted that every single mistake leading to the October 21st shooting on the New Mexico set of Rust was performed by someone else. His filing Friday also revealed that Baldwin made an exhaustive effort to get the crew back together to finish the doomed movie, even after a flurry of lawsuits blamed him for mom of one Hutchinson's death. This is a rare instance when the system broke down and someone should be held legally culpable for the tragic consequences, the star's lawyer, Luke Nikas, whatever it is. I don't know. His last name sounds slightly racial. Wrote in an sorry, my tongue is a little bit dry. I've been ranting for a little bit. Wrote in an aberration filing yet Friday, shared by Deadline. The person is not Alec Baldwin, said the filing, added, he is just an actor. The arbitration demand against Baldwin's fellow producers claims the star's contract protects him from any financial responsibility and a slew of lawsuits filed against him, including the wrongful death complaint filed by Hutchins' widow. Now, I don't care who you are, if you kill someone on set with a loaded gun, you deserve to at least pay for their medical expenses, pay for the funeral expenses, and pay for insurance in regards to anything that happened. It doesn't matter if it was an accident. It doesn't matter if they handed you the gun and they thought it was unloaded, but someone else handed it to them and they said it was unloaded. It doesn't matter. You should have to pay in some way, shape, or form for the damages done. That should be a part of every law in every single state out there. You should not get away with accidentally killing someone. This is involuntary manslaughter. This is involuntary manslaughter, and Alec Baldwin is just being able to sweep it under the rug. It's ridiculous. Even without that clause, Baldwin was completely innocent in the unthinkable tragedy, according to the filing, which revealed he was paid $250,000 to star in and produce the low-budget Western. So he was paid $250,000. He's a major Hollywood actor, and he is refusing to pay for damages and insurance claims in regards to the death of a person which he shot and killed. It may have been an accident, but he did it nonetheless. As he had done throughout his career, Baldwin trusted the other professionals on set to do their jobs, Nikas wrote. The facts that make clear that Baldwin is not culpable for these events or failures, those whose directions Baldwin followed, including Hutchins herself, the filing stated, calling it the worst day in Alec Baldwin's life that will continue to haunt him. Yet he's so distraught that he's too proud to pay for any damages done. He's so distraught, but yet he's not allowing himself. It's ridiculous. If you truly feel guilty, then you wouldn't say, I'm not guilty, I didn't do anything. No. If you truly feel guilty, you say, I'll do everything I can to make this right, even though I can't go back in time and fix the problem. I will do everything I can to take care of the family, pay for damages done, pay for the funeral expenses, pay for everything that I possibly can. I know that money doesn't make up for it, but I am so regretful that this happened. I don't know how it happened. If that's truly what happened, if it was truly an accident, that's the natural response. Either he's unnatural in the sense that he is so liberally, democratically, and leftistly corrupt that he refuses to pay for the death of a person because he doesn't value human life anymore, or he did it and he is not regretful of doing it. So it's one or the other. You can't say that you're so regretful and so haunted by the tragedy and then not do anything about it and refuse to take responsibility, and yet claim that, oh my goodness, I'm such a loving person, but I will not pay for this. I will not do anything in regards to making this right. You can't have it both ways. You can't claim to be both a morally upstanding person and be a person who's a complete jackwad at the same time. Alec Baldwin. It's ridiculous. And I actually loved seeing John Schneider, a person who once starred on the famous show Smallville, who played Jonathan Kent on that show. I loved seeing him actually go through and talk about how a pistol that Alec Baldwin would have been using on set worked, showing that you can't accidentally chamber a round. You can't accidentally drop this gun on the ground and it go firing off. You have to pull the trigger. The only way that it can fire, the only way that it can possibly kill someone is if it's loaded and you point it and you shoot it at someone. It is not some sort of hair trigger issue. It's not some sort of, oh, I accidentally bumped it and it went off. It's not like that. John Schneider actually did a really good job, not Schneider did a really good job in explaining how stupid it is that Alec Baldwin claimed that he did nothing wrong. Because even if, I say this like for the fourth time in this video, even if you didn't do it on purpose, the mere thought that you held a gun in your hands and pulled the trigger and it killed someone should be enough to make you regretful of ever holding that gun and pointing it at someone. And not only that, but you should feel so guilty for the accidental death of a person that you would do anything to make it right. That is the natural response. If you don't feel that way, if you don't act in that way, you are a horrible person. I do not mean that in any joking sense of the word. I mean that wholeheartedly and with complete and total earnestness in my voice. I am 100% on board with what I just said. I am not joking. I am not making an outlandish claim. You are either a horrible person who cares so little for human life that he is willing to cover his own butt and make the general claim that it was someone else's fault for him pointing the gun at her and pulling the trigger and shooting her, or he is an idiot. You cannot have it both ways. You cannot have it as this person who loves people and is so upstanding and he's so regretful, but he will not pay for it. You can't have that. That doesn't work. That's not natural. You're either covering something up or you're an idiot. It's one or the other. And maybe he is an idiot. He does come from Hollywood after all, and he is a liberal. Alec Baldwin, a liberal actor who's basically been told what to say his entire life. Not saying that all liberals are stupid. I'm just saying that actors who are liberals tend to be far more stupid than the average Joe walking down the street. Just being honest here. If you take a look at the words that they say, if you take a look at the actions that they take, if you take a look at the policies they support, they are either incredibly evil at heart or they are stupid beyond belief. That's why I have lost faith in ever trusting an actor's word or following an actor's word, and Alec Baldwin is no exception, especially not when he does such outlandish things as killing a person on set through involuntary manslaughter and then claims that he's not going to do anything about it, and then actually blames it on the person who he killed. It's ridiculous. It's disgusting. It really is. It's disgusting, and it should be thought of as disgusting. It should be disdained by everyone who has two brain cells to rub together. That being said, I'm not going to continue ranting on for the rest of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this content. I hope you found it educational. If you haven't heard about this yet, I would highly suggest that you go figure out what's going on in regards to the Alec Baldwin case, because every single time that you read an article, it will make your skin crawl that this person who actually killed a person is getting away with essentially involuntary manslaughter, if not murder. Okay? It's ridiculous. It should not be allowed, and I hope you guys go out and actually make a difference and raise awareness about this, because this guy cannot get away with it. He really can't. But that being said, if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to like down below. Comment what you think. Comment your thoughts. Comment as to what it is you think I should cover next. I'm always open to suggestions. I love seeing the engagement. I love seeing the engagement. I'm so happy to see our fellowship growing. I've got over 50 subscribers now. I know it's not a lot, but compared to where I was 2 months ago, it means a lot to me, okay? You guys are awesome. Keep being awesome. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't yet. Turn on that bell notification icon, because a lot of times YouTube won't alert a subscriber to a person's uploads unless they have that bell notification icon turned on. And I also just, yeah, that's pretty much it. I would also support it if you guys went over to Rumble, because I'm uploading all the same videos from YouTube onto Rumble, and it would be a great thing to get some support over there in the event that I get kicked off of YouTube for saying things that they don't like. Now, I'm not saying I have yet. Well, never mind. I'm not going to get into that. That's a video for another time. In that case, though, that's going to end the video. I hope you guys found it educational and interesting and informational, and I hope you also have a great day and a great rest of the week.